SwoleBenji here. Today we're going to be doing some gathering. I have the tier 8 Avalonian axe, and for this zone I also have a tier 5 stone hammer. We're going to eat our pork pie, and let's get started. We're going to be going for a full 30 minutes today. And this tree was actually pretty full. Now unfortunately I don't have premium active, and the reason why I don't have premium active is because it's kind of the start of the month, and honestly, the monthly reward for the Frost Ram sucks. But if I activate Premium at the end of the month, I can get the Frost Ram and the Terror Bird. So that's why I'm not running Premium right now. I'm also busy playing a lot of other games. And I don't have my skinning up on this character, so I can't get that Enchanted Bear. So that's a little bit of a sad day, but we're just going to cruise around. This is Hornbeam Wood. This is my favorite place for lumberjacking in tier 5s. And we're going to see how much we get in a 30-minute time frame. So when our pork pie runs out, we will run back to town and see how much we made. Now I am tier 8. Very high spec. I've got the tier 8 gear, the Avalonian tier 8 axe, and that's where the speed mostly comes from. You'll see it whenever I chop some tier 4 trees, how fast they get deleted, man. Like, here's one now. Just bam and bam, it's gone. Just instantly deleted. So yeah, it's gonna be a chill video, guys. We even go after tier 3s because the tier 3 trees are worth just as much as the tier 4s. They do sell for quite a bit, so it's always a good idea to scoop them up when you can. And I have a pretty powerful, efficient path for this area, so I'm gonna be running around in the same kind of circles. And yeah, this is the whole video, and you'll notice that I'm getting challenge points, right? If you're curious, what makes the most challenge points in the game, it's actually dungeons. And if you want to know which dungeons, it's actually the Halloween special events dungeon, which you should be using a great axe to clear. Now, for the mount, I'm using the Spectral Boar, and one of the reasons for it is because it can go invisible, and by having your boar go invisible, you can de-aggro mobs, which allows you to steal resource nodes, but only when it's off cooldown. Now, you may be wondering, why am I not also gathering all the stone? The only time I'm going to stop and gather any stone is when there's enchanted stone, because it's not worth my time. And as far as the monsters here, they're not worth killing unless there's a group of them where I can kill multiples all at once, which is basically the same thing that I just said. But either way, we're just going to be running around, gathering trees up. We're already at 5% weight capacity, and that is with the pie. So... Oh, and I also need to mention that I brought journals. When you do gathering, you don't want to go gathering without journals. That would be a waste of time. So I'm not filling tier 5 journals, I'm filling tier 4 journals because they sell a little bit less than a tier 5, but they fill so much faster. Because the majority of the resources we're going to be getting is tier 3 and tier 4 trees. Tier 5, not so much. And here I am, I'm just checking the map. There's a pretty good chunk to my down and right area, so I'm gonna check that out. But it's a very popular tree chopping like spot, and it's right up this hill. This little plateau here is filled with tier 5 trees, so there's usually a lot up here, and looks like they've been all taken. So we'll come back later, see if they've respawned. We only had the one this time, and that's fine. I have some good routing, so I'm not too worried about it. Looks like there's no gankers in the zone right now, that's also good. Now, one problem that I have that you probably won't have is that a lot of people notice my name, and they just want me to stop and chat with them, they want to hang out, they want to follow me around, they might flag up and try to take me down. So I do have the 8.3 light crossbow on me for self-defense and to kill mobs. So we're gonna have to avoid that tree. There's no reason to run back to grab it. But if we do run into some fans, you know, it's not a big deal. I usually chat with everybody that talks to me, as long as they can speak my language. So yeah, guys, as far as is lumberjacking worth it, it is not the best profession. It's not the best gathering. The best gathering is mining and then stone cutting. And as far as the lumberjack gear in PvP, one thing that people don't know is that the purging shield can actually purge more things than the mage robe. That is because the purging shield was coded differently than the mage robe, so you can purge spiritual seed, which is being buffed next patch. So yeah, the more you know. That would be the only actual reason to level up a lumberjack, so you can wear the tier 8, but and the gear's not that expensive. I think the chest piece is only 70,000. Oh no, the pig aggro. Get away, pig. I must chop your forest. You ever seen that movie, Princess Mononoke, right? So the movie opens with a boy from a village. He's like an archer, and he's running from this giant, evil, spooky boar, right? And he eventually like kills the boar, and it's cursed, and the boar's like evil dark tentacle lashes out at the boy. Or I guess he's a man. I mean, I don't really know. And it like stains his arm, and it curses him. And his arm gets like super powerful. That's what that boar was trying to do to me just now, because I'm chopping his forest down. He was trying to defend his homeland. And as you gather, you'll learn kind of the aggro ranges of the mobs, so you can scoot around them so they don't attack you. Now, granted, I can chop trees so fast that I don't really have to run away from the mob. I can just take the hit and then chop down the tree anyway, and then leave. So that's a really cool thing about having high tier gathering, is that you can just ignore the mobs banging on you, right? So one thing I like to do is stretch my fingers out while I use auto run. Oh, a tier, what is that? 4.2, yeah, look at that money. And we have done our daily challenge. Very cool. Claim that. As you can see, I haven't been playing very much lately. I've been playing other games, so. Alright guys, gotta get in between these mobs. There you go. That's only, what, one tree monster? This is a double hitter, alright. Let's see how fast I can waste this guy. I didn't even do the right setup, but he's already dead. Only one tap though. It's usually not worth it to kill just one mob. If there's like 3 or 4, you would aggro all of them, pull them into one pile, and then just blow them up. I know I haven't made a lot of gathering videos, and to be honest, like, I haven't gathered on this character since the Corrupted Dungeon patch, and that was last year. That was, like, mid last year. Ooh, another. This is a 5.2. Heck yeah. Like, if I had premium, I would be getting so much more resources. Like, that alone was worth... Come on, Tooltip, get out of the way. That was worth 7k. That in one click, 7k silver. I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but it would have been, like, what? 10 or 12k with premium. You really shouldn't gather without premium. I just want to make a video for you guys. I did make a video on Cyberpunk, and it did terribly. So guys, if you want to watch me play Cyberpunk, please go check that video out, because it is my worst video I've ever made on this channel. And I don't mean like it's bad in quality, I just mean that it's not doing well according to YouTube. The first day it only had like 100 views. Like, that's amateur stuff. Like, that's a YouTube channel that just started. A YouTube channel that has no subscribers and just started can get a video with 100 views if they try. Now, I didn't viral it anywhere because I have we're about to hit 15,000 subscribers. Ooh, 5.1, 3 hits on it. Heck yeah. Now, one cool thing about gathering gear is you can use Purging Shield. Let's go ahead and take this guy on. You can use Purging... Oh, fuck, I didn't mean to mount up. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so when you farm a mob, you harvest faster. But when we use Purging Shield, we farm even faster. So we're going to activate that. And look how fast he gets deleted. And that was a 3-hitter. I'm way off track from my normal route, by the way. I haven't been checking my map enough. See, now this wolf is gonna hit me, but I can just chop the tree anyway. Like, he can't stop me. Oh no, I've been slowed. What will I do? See, it's not a big deal. Whoa, this guy just he just rushed up. He wanted that bear. He's like, that's my bear. You're not taking my bear. Look at that. That could be a bot. It's once you start gathering in a zone, you can really easily identify botters. Back in the day, like, cause I started this game as a gatherer like over a year ago, and if you reported a bot that was a gathering bot, it would only take like 30 minutes to a few hours until a game master would do an investigation and then ban them. And when a bot got banned, okay, so here's two mobs, so we're gonna pull both. Just kind of corral them all in one little spot here. I don't mean to mount up, dang it. I'm out of practice, guys. I'm out of practice on gathering. It's been a long time. And this isn't really the best gathering weapon, but it does the job, and it's what I want to level up. So anyway, back to my story. Whenever game masters would ban a bot, right, what happened to the bot is they would just die. They would just straight up fall over dead. So if you found a bot that was like loaded with good shit, with like tier 8 gear, you report them and you followed them around for half an hour. When the game master got around to banning him, you could pick up all his shit. It was amazing, and that's an enchanted wooden creature. There we go. Very good. Look how fast we just harvest them. It's just free money laying on the ground, guys. I mean, look at this. It would be even more impressive with premium because we'd be getting so much more, and those numbers they just go crazy. Now, the time of day is 4:46 a.m. server time, so there's not a lot of people out. If you try to gather at prime time, there's going to be so many people running around, and if you also try to gather, what is it? During server restart. Like, that spot at the top of the map here, this big circle, you'll see like 10 people run up there right before the servers go down, and then that's where they'll be logged. So when the servers come back up, they can take all those tier 5 trees for themselves. So, gathering on server restart is not a good idea. Well, it's been 12 minutes, I think, so far. Are you guys... Guys, if you haven't thumbed the video up already, please thumb up the video, even if you don't like gathering. It really helps me out. It helps the channel out. And that Cyberpunk video did not do well, but I want to finish that series. I don't like to quit in the middle of it. Now, if you wanted, you could gather all the rough stone too, because you know, that's good money for the amount that you harvest. It's actually pretty good. Like, I could flag up and take this guy. I used to do that whenever I was gathering like full time. I would gather flagged up, and the reason why is because if other people were also gathering and they saw a red name, they would push out. They would flee. Okay, we don't want the rough stones. We only want the pine logs. I'm sorry, I said stones. The rough logs. Look at this boltcaster guy, just fucking letting that bear have it. What a mad lad. I'm a little off base, but. There we go, a little 4-2 tree, very easy money. Now, this character actually started as a pure lumberjack. I wasn't a dungeon chad for the first month of the game that I played. This is all I did every day. I would do this, I would literally come out and chop trees for 8 to 19 hours a day. That's all I did for a month, right? That's all I did. And then I would refine the logs into planks, and I would sell them. And then at some point, I'm like, hey, I can make more money. So I became a bow crafter, because if you want to craft just plain old bows, like a war bow, a long bow, you don't have to have anything other than wood. So the way my day would go is I would spend a day chopping wood, which I would not sell. I would then spend another day riding to Fort Sterling to get it processed into planks, because if you go to Fort Sterling, you get a bonus, refinement bonus for wood, right? And then I would ride back to Limhurst, because I used to live in Limhurst, and I would make bows. And then I would ride to Bridgewatch and sell the bows, because Bridgewatch had the highest bow selling price that wasn't Caerleon. And it was really good money. And then I got houses, and then I put Fletcher laborers and lumberjacks, and the money was rolling, and it was very good money. It was very good profits. And sadly, I didn't have multiple characters, so I would have to spend one day of focus refining, one day of focus crafting the bows, etc. And the travel time started to stack up because I had so much wood and so many things to craft. And I never even maxed out bow crafting. I think I got up to like 90 something. I'm not really sure where I stopped, but it's up there. It's like in the 90s. But then the Corrupted Dungeons patch came out, right? And the market died. The market just flatlined. So many people came back to the... This guy's AFK. What kind of gear you got? Nothing. Nothing worth flagging up and breaking. But, I still haven't found an enchanted stone. Oh, he's already been down. Look at that. That's some of his repair monies on the ground. Right? Anyway, so Corrupted Dungeon Patch came out. All the players came back to play because they'd been on hiatus. Someone died up here. The killer's name is Benito. Based Benny's killing people. Right? And I just stopped doing it. I went full-time into dungeons, and I never looked back, and I haven't gathered since. Right? I just haven't bothered. I just didn't see the point. No one Yeah, someone didn't harvest this boy, so that's free money on the ground. Thanks. It's always cool when someone clears out a whole camp of the tree monsters, and then they don't chop them up. That's just like falling into a pile of gold, or silver in this game, rather. I'm way off track. I need to be up more. But I just keep finding trees, dude. No, I don't want to chop those. No. No rough logs. No. If you want a really good cheat, well, not a cheat, but if you have the tier 8 axe, you can chop rough logs very quickly. And because you can chop rough logs very quickly, you can then take them to Caerleon and make about 500,000 silver an hour doing that. I know that's not a lot, but it's rough logs. Like, what do you expect? It's free money though. Like, you can chop rough logs inside Limhurst. You don't even have to leave town. There's plenty of trees everywhere that you can just chop down, buy an ox, and then just ride to Caerleon and make 500k. Now, the reason I don't make a video or explain to people how to do this is because it's a pretty huge waste of time. You don't advance your character doing that. And if you're going to ride to Caerleon, which is a risky thing to do anyway, then there's better ways of getting money. My favorite is you have to pay attention to market prices. And whenever food or potions are extremely cheap, like there's a huge fire sale in Caerleon, you buy out as much as you can and you ride to Bridgewatch and you sell that shit. And that is just, you can make like 10 million in like 20 minutes, dude. It's crazy. People with mammoths doing that in mass bulk, they're making so much money. Our carrying capacity is at 30%. And we've used a little over half of our pork pie. Originally, I was thinking of making this video 1 hour long, you know? A 1 hour long, just chill with SwoleBenji, you know, gathering video, but honestly, I don't want to gather for an hour. This, I used to do this every day for, like I said, 8 to 19 hours a day. It's maddening. It's really chill, especially if you have two monitors and you just watch anime or YouTube or movies on your other monitor, but right now, because I'm recording for you guys, I have nothing to watch or nothing to dull my brain with, so, I don't know, just, what's our inventory look like? How many stacks we got? Looks like we have, no full stacks yet. We have a very wide variety of wood, though. And, how many journals have we filled? We filled, 6? Heck yeah, how much money is that? That's, what, 26k. We've made 26,000 just filling journals. I know that doesn't sound like a lot. It isn't, man. When you compare it to dungeon loot, man, it ain't shit, dude. In the time that we spent so far, which is 20 minutes, I could have cleared 10 dungeons and made so much more. This is why I don't recommend gathering anymore. Now, I know what you're saying. Well, listen, dummy, you're not gathering in the red zones. You're not gathering in the black zones, dude. That's why you're not making any money. Why don't you take that out into the black zone? Make a video about that, man. I don't want to watch this yellow zone bullshit. I know that's what you're saying. Look at this Avalonian axe. It's worth 1.48 million. Look at my mount. It's worth 2.68 million. Does that add up? That's 4 million. I ride out into the red zone or the black zone with this on. Botters and hackers will have alarm bells going off. There are discords set up to poach people with huge amounts of loot on them. Like, there are bots outside of Bridgewatch in every territory. And that guy's enchanted, so I'm gonna fight him. There are bots outside of every city exit who automatically report to Discord if a geared player is faction flagged. And I'm not saying faction flag, but you go to the red zone and the black zone, and there are people that are riding around, and they will tell their friends, because I used to do it. Back when my friends would play this game, if I saw an 8.3 geared dagger player soloing group dungeons, I would follow him a very far distance away, and I would radio into my Discord friends, hey, there's treasure over here. Ooh, what do we got? It's all trash. This poor newbie in tier 2 died. I'm just gonna bury his loot. That's a sad day. I didn't catch his name. Well, it's on video, so whoever you are, you died. You died and a YouTuber found your body, so hey man, leave a comment if that was you, bro. And I just scooped up a rough log. We don't want the rough log, we're gonna throw that away. But yeah, like, I would tell my friends in Discord, hey, there's this guy. He's outside of Bridgewatch in this zone. And they would gear up, a counter build, and they would ride out. And I would just kind of stay off screen, just, you know, following him. And he would be completely oblivious. And then, why is a tier 2 guy flagged up anyway? And then, my friends would kill them. And they would get like 90% of the loot because they were the one that was doing the killing, and I was the scout, so I would get a little bit of a share, and we made profit. And the people that were killed, you know, they would have like a 2 million silver mount, they'd have a 5 million silver weapon, 2 million silver armors, you know, journals full in their inventory, just riding around faction flagged. Without a care in the world, thinking they're invincible, thinking, oh, no one's ever gonna gank me. And it's only gotten worse. Like, that's just me. I don't have hacks. I don't have cheats. I don't have any of that stuff that's telling me and dinging. Like, people with ESP hacks, when someone with a lot of gear value rides just outside of their screen's render distance, it alerts them like a sound. If you've ever played World of Warcraft, you know that spy add-on that goes beep beep every time an enemy is detected? It's like that. They have tools that do that for them. Alright, we've done one full lap around the zone. No, wolf, let me go! And now we just do another lap. I used to do this all day. And then there's speed hackers. Like, even if you think you're a top Chad and no one can kill you, just wait till some derpy spear user, like, runs faster than your galloping mount and teleports ahead of you. I've had people tell me that there's one-shot hacks, which I haven't seen. I haven't seen video proof of them. There's plenty of people reporting them on the official forums for me to believe that it exists. You know? Because I've done my due diligence and researched lots of one-shot builds. And these are people, like, in full, like, H3 plate that are getting one-shotted, apparently, so... I don't know how that works. I don't know how the game is coded to allow that crap. Go ahead and get us some tree boys. Yeah, tree boys. And I'm doing this very lazily. I don't care if my rotation sucks. Damn it, Mountain, get out of the way. I gotta chop some trees. Yeah. Getting those trees. Getting those epic trees. Now, one cool thing about being high spec with gathering is there's a little bit of gathering PvP, so to speak. If there's a lot of people also chopping trees and you have high spec, you can follow them around and steal their resources before they ever finish, and it's so frustrating when you're a new player. Get those rough logs out of my inventory. Alright, this is the big money spot. Let's see, just one mob. Man, it's like someone keeps picking this area clean. We're at 39% weight capacity. Plenty of weight. The Ghost Boar is my favorite gathering mount in the game. Not so much for like red and black zone stuff. Just in general, because it can hold so much. You can de-aggro mobs. Like this thing holds 1,200 kilograms. Tier 8 backpack is 197. So yeah, it's a lot, man. It's a whole lot of resources. So right now my inventory is worth 2.23. Oh, that's the Avalonian axe. I think we've made 500k this video so far. I don't know. I'll check at the end, guys. Don't fast forward. Did I mention that you guys should like the video and how much that helps me out? I really do appreciate it, guys. And if you want to see more gathering videos, you can let me know, but I personally don't like gathering. I'm just doing this because it's something to put out, and I'm trying to put out more videos lately. Mainly for you guys. Like, I feel really bad when I was putting out maybe one video like a week or even 2 or 3 a month. And that was mostly because I had a really shitty computer. And rendering would fail. Like, to make a video back then with my old computer, it would take like 8 to 16 hours to render a video, and if it failed, I had to start all over again, and I had to keep messing with it until the render would succeed, over and over and over. And you know, like during the day, my rendering would take up my entire computer's power, so I couldn't do anything. I couldn't play video games, I couldn't surf the internet, because it would fail the render if I did. I had to turn off Discord, Steam, everything, and just like go out in real life and bum around like I normally do. But with this computer, I can render the same amount of footage in like 5 minutes. Like 8 to 18 hours versus 5 minutes. And it doesn't fail. I've never had a render fail with my current computer. And I am using a different software as well. A more updated software that I'm having to relearn, but... Alright, our pork pie it's getting a little low. We got 2 minutes left. 2 minutes on the clock. How many trees can we chop? The boar defends his homeland valiantly. But what the boar doesn't know is that I have tier 8.3, and he's gonna go pop. I am sad that we didn't find a single enchanted rock in this whole zone. I didn't even get to use my stone hammer. It's so sad. I figure we can chop a little bit more, you know, on the way back. Especially if you see tier 5 trees. Now, do remember, I do not have premium active right now, so if I had premium active, we would have way more logs. We would have, we'd be at like 70 or 80% capacity in just 30 minutes. And I'm actually kind of curious to see how much these logs are worth, because I haven't gathered in such a long time, man. Ooh, our expert lumberjack is at 96%. I don't think we're going to be able to level it up. But hey, I mean... Oh, 97! Oh, we're getting close! This area is also really good for tier 5s. This little chunk right over here. Did another person die over there? What is going on in that corner? Why are people dying? Are they like fame boosting in that corner? What's going on? What is up? Now these tree boys are really spread out, so I don't see the point in killing them. They're not close enough to AoE really, and I don't feel like pulling them with like a minute left on my pork pie. And guys, you should always eat the pork pie. It's worth the bonus, okay? 99. Oh, there's Adept. Adept Lumberjack. Come on, get the wood. Get. Now, the wolf will be able to interrupt me before I finish the tier 5s, so I have to kill the fucking wolf, and it's gonna aggro this guy. Might as well just kill both of them. That's okay, we can make up the speed with our armor active. Look how fast and beautiful that is. Oh, that one's enchanted, and they're close by, so we're going for it. Yep. We're doing it. There we go, got him. And that is the end of our pork pie. And like I said, on the way back, we're gonna get these tier 5s. There's the expert. Alright, we got 2 level ups on this vid. Hell yeah, guys. Heck yeah. It's so hard not to just keep chopping, even though I don't have the pork pie. Oh, it's inefficient, but whatever. The whole video is inefficient because I didn't activate premium. And like I said at the start of the video, I know I'm sounding like a broken record. I don't have premium right now because the challenge reward, if I activate this at the very end of the month, I can get both mount rewards, but I already have them. And honestly, those mounts suck. They're not even worth that much. Without the pork pie, our carrying capacity is up to 64%. Alright guys, it's been 31 minutes. Let's get back to town. We're just gonna beeline it for town. And unfortunately, I can't stop. I'm addicted to chopping trees. There's something deep inside me that enjoys chopping trees in video games. I don't know what it is. I can't explain it. I have no idea what drives me to do this. But even in the old days, like the RuneScape days, I was a baller at chopping trees. I had 99 on that stuff. And like Arcade, you remember that game? I was server first at tree chopping, maxing that out. And when you max that out, you get the title can count to tree. Not 3, it's a pun. It's like can count to tree. And I was the only one on the server that that had that. And in that game, the rarest resource in the game was something called a thunderstruck log, which it got ruined from pay to win, and everyone was able to access it. So that's a real bummer, right? But before that, I was able to get the max yield from a thunderstruck tree. And it immediately, overnight, it made me super rich. It was the rarest resource in the game. You could find, like, only 1 or 2 would spawn, like, a week in the entire world. And I just happened to stumble upon a thunderstruck tree one day, just out trying. I was looking for trees to steal. Like, one popular thing that people would do is they would plant illegal orchards out in the out-of-bounds areas of the map. So I would explore everywhere, and I was a criminal in that game, because if you chop someone else's, like, crops, you're the bad guy, and you leave criminal evidence. So I would ride around and steal crops. Now, crops were protected if they were on people's land, right? But in that game, people, like I said, they would just plant trees out in the middle of nowhere. Or even, they would plant them behind mountains and crap, and even in bounds of the game's map. There's 8 PvPers right now in this zone. We're fine. We can run away with our lumberjack garb. And I just stumbled upon one day. It was like, it's literally like hitting the lottery in that game. And for me, being the only character that had maximum tree chopping power, I was rich. Like, if you were just a random schmuck that found it, yeah, you could harvest it, and you would get one... You would get, like, one log or something. Or not a log. You would get 1 branch or 1 plank. But when I chopped it, I got 4 logs. And 4 logs would break down into, like, 8 planks or something. So, that one tree allowed me to basically craft, like, 4 electric cars out of it. Which was the best mount in the game at the time. No one drove cars, because the thunderstruck logs were so damn rare. Alright, before we even check how much we made, we're going to see how much the repair cost is. We're going to say 17,000. So we're going to repair 17,000, and let's look at our profit margins. Okay, so 39k journals, 71k in cedar, 63k, 13k, 53k, 26k, 12k, 12k, 26k, and 15k. So real quick, let's get a better estimate and put away our tools and journals and see how much we actually made here. So 335k in, what is that, 34 minutes? So it's not a lot. Now granted, that number would be 150k additional, so that would be like 485k, or like, we'll round it up and just say it would be 500k if you had premium. 500k in a 30-something minutes, so it's about $1 million an hour. So if I did this for 9 hours, I could afford premium. But that's only if you already have premium. I don't know. I don't like gathering. I make more doing dungeons. I honestly make more doing dungeons. So yeah, that's the video, lads. As always, be a bro and stay swole. And I'm gonna go sell all this on the market right now, and I guess I'll show that too. That guy just vanished. I've never seen Limhurst with ultra graphics. It looks kind of cool. There's like leaves and shit on the ground in the shadows. Alright, and this is how I sell, okay? So first off, we're going to stack and sort so it's all nice and tidy. And open that up and just undercut by 1. Yep, here you go. Now, what I should do is ride back to Bridgewatch and sell this where there is no trees, because I need to go back to Bridgewatch anyway. So I don't know why I'm doing this. I guess I don't really care. I'll just sell it here. It'll sell faster here, and I don't have to undercut as many people in Bridgewatch trying to do the same crap. And sell those. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to be riding back to Bridgewatch now, and I will see you guys in the next one. As always, be a bro and stay swole. Don't forget to return your shopping carts back to the cart corral, mind you. And I will see you in the next one. Check out the description. It's got links to the Discord. On the Discord, there is a questionnaire, and in that questionnaire, if you answer correctly, you will be promoted to the rank of Chad Gamer, which will allow you to be on my friends list and play games with, or play with us other Chad Gamers. And yeah, epic moments. Now, even if you don't pass the questionnaire, you can still join the Chad's Alliance. Check out all these wonderful guilds that are in the Chad's Alliance. The only rule to be in the Alliance is do not have a commie symbol. That's it. Just don't have the hammer and sickle symbol, and you can be invited. And as a member of Chad's, you get associate discount prices at any murder and Empire-owned shops. So yeah, that's it for the spiel. Please watch my Cyberpunk videos, and I'm adding everything to playlists, so if you want, you can look at the playlist, and you can just binge watch all of my stuff. Alright guys, I'll see you later. Take care. Remember, gathering sucks. Peace. See you later. Stay epic. Why can't I end the video? I don't know.